Hey, Chris House fans, we got a new video coming at you today. I think it's the 23rd of January, 24th. I don't even know. All I know is January's going by in a blur. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of garbage there too. You either put up with my garbage with some garbage or you don't get a video. I don't know why I'm saying it with some Southie accent. Whenever I watch The Town, I just want to go get an Adidas tracksuit and just hang out at bus stops. Not like the bus shelters, like a bus stop with a bench. It'd be like, hey, you got a quarter? I don't know. Anyways, I didn't even watch it recently, so this makes no... Oh, I watched The Departed yesterday while I was doing some work, so another great... Got some Brooklyn accent. I think it was in New York. Was it? Anyways, I'll give you $5 off if you tell me where it was done. I'm just kidding. I'll give you $6 off. I'll give you a quarter. There you go. Look, a lot of new stuff. See, you got to put up with my morning monologue too, okay? You guys are like, what the hell does this guy say in the mirror to himself in the morning? Oh, we're not going to get into that. Yes, this is a hard body. So, people have been busting down the door. Literally, lots of phone calls and lots of people coming in going, hey, how many hard bodies do you have? And are they under $1,000? Because I'll buy it. I'm like, oh my God, right? And what I mean by that is some of the pricing is a little goofy, but some of the detail on them is fantastic. And considering you can use automotive paint as well, there's some trade-offs. I still think Lexan is the best overall body, okay? Because durable, light, cheap, good to paint. It works good, but it does not have the detail. And you know what? This is a real... And if you're a traditionalist, and if you're like, you know, you like some of the older stuff, hard bodies rock. You don't get any more awesome detail than what you can in a polystyrene body, right? So here's another... And I'm not going to harp on the downside too much, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff involved. Here's your cab, here's your bed, here's your tailgate, here's your mirrors, here's your lenses, here's your roll bar, here's your grill, here's a bag, I don't know what the frig that is, and hardware. But, here's the upside. Your truck will look amazingly kick-ass. I don't even have to sell these things. I could just, sell it as in... give you information to want to buy it because it's freaking awesome. It's deadly cool. But this is like building the kit all in itself. It's kind of like you buy an SCX, you buy a G-Made, you buy a Vitera. And I know I'm missing a few in there. Okay, so no offense to anyone who's got like an RC4 driver or the other million brands out there. You build the kit, you're like, wow, that was awesome. And with excluding some of the TF2 stuff out there, you buy a kit like this, which is going to cost you a couple $100 for this Toyota Tundra one, okay? It's like building another kit all over again. So, and what I mean is, it's exciting. It's a lot of fun. It's like building your first kit. Anybody who hasn't built a kit, now if you're a newbie to the hobby, newbie meaning you got less than a couple vehicles, you're getting into it, even if you're really technically minded and very meticulous, I really like to see guys leave with a ready to run. And I know we have a lot of kits here. Ready to run is I find the best value getting into it. But if you want to build a kit, we will help you here because we really like that way too. So I know I said one thing and now I'm saying another. Let's move on. I'm going to show you other stuff too, okay? Some Yeti XL parts for a good buddy of the shop, Sean. So we got a nice big telescoping rear drive shaft for you. And some arms. I think we got a bearing kit in for you too, buddy. A lot of Andromeda parts. Brandon's going to be looking forward to getting a lot of this stuff. Look at this light set. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, it's a light set. Merry Christmas. Yeah, you're right, it is. It has 5 LEDs. Sorry, 6. Do you know what this means? This means anybody looking for a 6 LED bar or 6 LED light set, this is it. A lot of Axial OEM housings use 6 LEDs. And if you don't need all 6, you could just heat shrink 2, basically so you just dummy them off kind of thing, and you could still use it. It has a little on-off switch too, and I think they're around $20. It's pretty cool, and they're bright, and they're durable. So there you go, okay? We're finding new options for you guys. Got a Wraith slash AX10 deadbolt steering rod in orange. Chris actually ordered this for himself, and I was like, it's a nice looking part. The orange is good. Hot Racing's doing a good job. We got the Jeep JK Recovery. I think it's a winch leaded bar as well too. Like you can mount a winch onto it. Yeah, you can. This is a really cool RC 4-wheel drive bumper. Sorry, it's in about 400 millimeters of plastic there, so it looks like crap. DX4S is back in stock. DX2Es. I don't know if I mentioned this on last week's video, but the DX2E now comes with a 3-channel receiver. I mean, pointless for the radio, but it's cool because, you know, it's got a receiver worth another 10, 15 bucks. I like that. I think that's cool. And then we got the Tactic. I think this is the best radio for under 70, 80 bucks on the market right now. For a good 3-channel that works, it's mastless too. Anyways, I won't get into that. We have even more hard body stuff on the way next week too, so I'm not going to give it away, but a lot of good stuff. We always have Clodbuster bodies in. Finding a complete Clod is a bit of an enigma sometimes. We also have the RC 4-wheel drive D90 body and Jeep TJ. I think it's TJ. We also have Vanessa's... Oh! There we go, put that there. Vanessa's Lunchbox complete. This is a 1/12 scale body, but if anybody out there is working on an 8 or a 9-inch wheelbase crawler... I don't know why I haven't seen this body in anything. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I know there's more garbage. You gotta put up with it. Look what we bought this week. A drill press. I got the most expensive $120 drill press I could find. That's a joke. Okay. So, about once... I'm just gonna turn this down. About once every 6 months or a year, I have a project that comes along that I love, and that absolutely pisses me off, okay? And there's no other way I can say that. This was it. So, I'm not going to get into all the details, but I'll do it very quickly. Basically, this gentleman here, really great guy. He came all the way from London. He's like, I want to get a truck. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, I think I want to do a Clod. And I'm like, well, a Clod's going to cost you $2,500. He's like, oh my God, really? He actually thought I pulled the number out of my you-know-what. So then I sat there, basically with a pen and paper, and in 30 seconds, I'm like, here you go. Here's a rough estimate, and I think it worked out to the exact thing. So, after that, we started discussing different options. We got into this Kyosho Mad Force, which I did a little featurette in the video last week. I didn't show you one thing, too. Look at that battery tray. So this pulls out, and I thought it just came off, but it actually swings down. It's got like these hinges that move. That's amazing! I know you're like, oh my God, Chris, why don't you get more excited about a battery tray? Stupid stuff like that with manufacturers totally pisses me off. Like, I know I'm getting PG-13 here in the language, okay, but I'm into it, all right? So, for example, work on an Aftershock 80 Red Cat, like it's a twin battery truck, and you've got these 4 clips you got to pull out. You lose the friggin' things that go on, and it's a pain in the butt design. There's a lot of vehicles I found with really terrible battery tray designs. Terremoto 8 is kind of like that too. The tray design works good, but it's nice that these are all attached. I really like that. I think that's cool. And you can also modify for battery height too, right? So you have different clip holes, so you could go to a really big back. It's cool, right? Anyways, so back to this whole wheel thing. I ordered these adapters to fit the Clodbuster wheels on. These are Clod wheels, okay? Well, the adapters didn't work out, so I had to actually make some custom spacers. Like, when I say custom, I mean I went and bought high-density polyethylene and HDPE, okay, and a whole bunch of other plastics just to make it work. And then I had to make these frickin' covers because I had to sand down the centers and it looked like crap, try to fill it in. Went and got these cool nuts that make it look kind of like a real truck, even though there's like a million bolts on them. I still wanted to give it a realistic look without having like Phillips head screws in there. And then I had to paint everything, and the paint didn't take very well, so to sand that down, redo it. It was a nightmare. I probably spent 20 hours on this thing. But I gotta tell you, this is the cherry right here. Oh, and I'm painting a body in my makeshift spray booth. And I just ordered a spray booth for the shop, so I'm pretty excited to get that. And we're gonna be doing some neat stuff here for this year. Anyways, this was the first project in a long time that actually brought me back to the hobby. What I mean by brought me back to the hobby, I don't play with this stuff every day, okay? I play with customers' cars, fixing cars. This is a business, you know? We have to make everything work. We've got to make everything, you know, move and work effectively. You know, as much as I just like to play with cars and build Clodbusters and stuff all day, unfortunately, there's a very realistic side to the hobby, right? But this project, and I quoted him way too low for this, and I'm okay with that, because you know what? I actually enjoyed it, painfully. I had to go to like two plastics places to buy stuff. It was a lot of fun, but it made me really understand and reinvigorate the idea of, I remember doing all this stuff for myself, and it was a lot of freaking fun. And I want to let you guys know that we're always here to help you out with custom stuff, okay? So, you know, we're trying to get some different tools. We're trying to get some different things because, you know what? We like doing projects like this. And it's a lot of fun. Now, granted, this was probably one of the busiest Januaries. We're not even all the way done through it. This is probably the busiest January we've ever seen. It's flat out, period. And it was a little tough to squeeze everything in, but it was a lot of fun. So we ended up getting this guy's quad wheels on. We got some really cool gold adapt. Man, it turned out great. I love it. Anyways, I'm doing a blue body, and I don't. Nobody give me heck about, oh, there's no ventilation. It's cold outside, and I wanted to paint the body and be a surprise for the guy because I didn't know if I can get it all done. He's a nice dude. I know he'll like it. So, anyways, there's a whole bunch of good stuff. Got to clean up some garbage. Got some paint back in. Look at that Street Jam van. Where's Charlie? Come here. What are you doing? There he is. See, Charlie almost missed out on the video. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Enjoy. If you need some custom stuff done, as long as it's not too crazy, okay? But we'll help you out. We're going to be doing some body painting offering services as well, which is really cool. We're going to release the details on that in February. You guys have a great weekend. You need anything, you let us know. Have fun.